and subscribe if you like this channel. Right here, we're about to prep this wings, getting ready for Soke Lou Brown. Woo! Got a little hot sauce in there, a little oil, pepper, salt, a little garlic powder, onion powder. Batter them real up, pop them in the fry, and we're about to get started. Let's go.
Kicking and eating. We talk about martial arts and what's happening. Kicking and eating. We bricking bread on the spot thing. Kicking and eating. With my guests, that's a sure thing. Kicking and eating. Our praises due to the one that made all things. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Did you attend high school?
Yeah, I went to Eastern District.
All right. Oh, you went to ED. All right.
Yeah, I went to ED when it was called Educated Dumbbells.
And what were your future plans when you went to ED? Did you say, okay, I want to do this, I want to be a carpenter, I want to do this, I want to do... And what was Eastern District specializing at that time? Because
business.
I know... Okay, all right.
Business. And let me see, you asked me what did I want to do. I knew I could type. I could type over 100 words a minute when I worked for Western Union.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But when I was in junior school, I know I could type 80 plus, by 85, 86 words a minute, right?
Yes.
That's during high school. So I know I got me a job somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I went to Eastern District, and one night, open school night, my mother came up, and I had bookkeeping, right? And Miss Cohen, that was my bookkeeping teacher, she says to my mother, she says, listen, she said, whatever you do, make sure that you continue him in the lane of figures, because that's his aptitude.
Okay.
He's good with figures.
See, and she saw your strengths.
She saw, yes. And then I'm gonna say this about Miss Cohen. I appreciate it back in 59, 60, for a Jewish white woman to just take the time to see my strength as opposed to just give me a mop in a bucket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this other teacher, Miss Wazell, she was actually the dean. She says, biology. She says, every subject had an honor class, right? She said, all of my classes are honor classes. She said, and I'm telling you now, the passing mark here is 90.
Oh, wow.
So if I have an exam, you get one wrong, that's 90. Anything less than that, you're going to fail. I expect all of my students to do that, man. That's what she said. I expect everyone. Now, this is a white Jewish woman who told me in 1960, man, I'm expecting you to live up to the standard. When I look back on that, I said, wow. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Anyway, from bookkeeping, I became an accountant because of what Ms. Cohen told me. And the thing that really stuck with me, she says, accountants do such and such and such. They design, the bookkeeper comes in and follows the program, right? She said, and accountants always eat.
Yeah.
And guess what? Here I'm at 74, I'm still eating, man. I try to push.
You gotta do something.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep, set up businesses.
Hey, look. Hey, man. I told him, my commissioner said, oh, look, when I retired, I told him I've been doing figures all my life. I really don't want to do figures. You know what I mean? And I told some of my clients the same thing, but they seek me out.
Figure it out. You still gonna do it?
I gotta do it. Because some of them have left New York.
Yeah. And
their kids are here. So they don't want to put their kids just anybody's hands.
So yeah, but that's how it is. They pass it on.
Yeah, pass it on.
Pass it on. That's good.
So I'm
pass
cool.
it forward.
Pass it forward.
Yeah.
And when I started the dojo, I told everybody I expect everybody here to go better than me.
Yeah.
Everybody.
That's dope.
And they doing it.
Yeah.
They doing it. I don't know how many people got masters and how many masters they got.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, this is where I'm starting from.
Yeah.
So you got to go past me.
Yeah. Got to.
I'm expecting everybody to go past me.
What year did you enlist in the armed forces?
I enlisted in the Air Force, United States Air Force, in 1962
Wow.
to 1966.
Wow.
Lapped in Air Force base.
Wow.
Yes. And I'm gonna say this to you. I was fighting two wars. Because the military was extremely prejudiced.
Especially the Air Force.
Especially the Navy. And the Air Force. I mean, the Navy is still,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, because they say that about the Navy, but I think growing up in your mind, you think that from what a lot of people tell you, the Air Force is like considered the creme de la creme. That's like, Tom Cruise and all these people we used to watch in the movies back in the days.
Right.
The Army, you got the Navy, Air Force, Marines. I guess the Army and Marines were, you like to, most black people were in there, but the Navy and the Air Force, I guess when I was young, to me was more of the elite. You know, you get in there, you're more of an elite character of a person, I guess.
Yeah, they say that they call us the pretty boys and all of that, you know what I mean? So there was a stigma.
Okay.
But what they try to do in the Air Force is put everybody, you have categories,
Yeah.
you got medicine, you got administration, but you would think administration is just gonna be dealing with paper and books and whatever.
Yeah.
But a cook is an administration.
Oh, okay. All right.
A cook is an administration. How could that happen? You say, well, why don't you have a category for cooks? I mean, but that's how they snowball. See, when you roll out of here, you think, you're going to be in administration. Then you get there, and back again with that, bucket in the pail.
Yeah.
See, you're a cook now. Wow. But it comes under administration. So, a lot of racism in the ranks. I mean, the clown was your officer in charge could have been a Klansman.
All right.
And 9 times out of 10 was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because everybody's the boy, and this is why to this day, like the young brothers here, they like to be calling people boss.
Yeah.
I tell them, please don't. Because I went through that.
Yeah.
When I had to demand that you call me by my name tag.
Yes.
I worked in I worked in the laundry. I was a presser. That too. See, all those skills go in administration.
Yeah.
However, I wasn't mad at anybody because I said when I get out, I'm going to use this. This is another skill I got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I remember one day the guy was calling Hoss. I never paid him no mind. So Sergeant.
Yeah.
I'm calling you. You calling me? I called you 3 times. My name is Brown. I didn't hear you say Brown. Airman Brown. See, look at the tag. The tag is black and the writing is white. Now, he is PO'd now because I stood up to his face. But he didn't call me.
Yes.
I don't answer that.
Yeah.
I learned that from Uncle Jack.
All right.
My first lesson in civil rights with Uncle Jack, we were in Richmond, and what happened? The white guy called him a name. Now I'm a young kid. I'm what am I, 5? So I'm pulling like the man calls you. He says, what you call me and what I answer to are 2 different things.
Wow.
So that was my lesson that I took to Florida in the Air Force. You didn't call me. I don't answer to that.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I love the Air Force. because it was a learning experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And man, they had some of the best gyms. You know, you were. I mean, the best basketball programs, best gyms. I mean, you played against the best that America had.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Were you in teams also in the Air Force?
Yes, yeah. I had awards for baseball, basketball, you name it. Everything I played in, I came out, you know, in the finals. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, you playing against, like in basketball, you could be playing against all Americans. You could be playing against all state guys that didn't go to college, but they were all state. So you're playing the best. And what we used to do every weekend, we used to have New York, Philly, California, you know, LA.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know, had their team.
East and West.
Whatever. Hey, we stayed out there all day. New York stayed out there all day, man. You know, we had fun though, man. You know what I mean?
Did you serve in any wars or anything back then, or it was more just?
Well, see the thing about me being a supply man.
Okay.
Like you don't. I didn't have to stay permanently. But I might have to go and drop off supplies or something. You know what I mean? Because that's what I was. I was a supply specialist.
All right.
But being a supply specialist, man, you did clothes.
Yeah.
you could cook. You could, you know.
But but a lot of people don't realize that's one of the most important things in a war, because if you cannot get supplies and reserves, you done.
You done.
You know what I mean? Because then for you have a lot of situations where a military will surround everything. They'll take all your supplies and everything, make sure it don't come in, and next thing you know, you stop.
Cut you off, right?
You know what I mean? Cut you off. You gotta give up. And that's one of the biggest things that a lot of people say about black people in general, is that we need to come up with our own farms. We need to come up with a lot of these things, because if anything happened, we're gonna get our groceries, our produce. You know, our meats, our supplies,
you right.
Our food, our clothing, shelter.
We've been saying it since I was a boy.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen a real effort.
Kicking and eating. We talk about martial arts and what's happening. Kicking and eating. We bricking bread on the spot thing. Kicking and eating. Kicking and eating with my guests, that's a short thing. Kicking and eating. All praises due to the one that made all things. Jumbo. Big up the ranks, that's hitting like gumbo. Podcast lit like Powell with a jitsu. EP down from bouncy to bolo. Five with the topics when I interview. It's easy to gritty like sharp as Kinsu. Each one teach one, then we continue. Build and destroy all negative around you. Spilling all the beans so we could grow and feed you. Like and subscribe so we could later hit you.